Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. It should be here again today. And today I'm going to show you guys how I did this from scratch to finish. It's going to be very detailed, so I'd like you guys to stick around and let's enjoy this video together. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for always stopping by to watch my videos. All right guys, without further ado, let's jump straight to the video. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and feel free to share with your family and friends. All right guys, so let's do this. So I already have my pattern drafted, but I'm going to explain to you guys quickly how I did this, and then the measurements you're going to be needing if you want to make this kind of shoe. All right, for the base of the shoe, which is this one, you're going to measure from this point to this point 4.5 inches. If you take a good look at this drawing, you're going to see that this place is narrow and then this place is wide. So the measurement for this wide place is 2.5 inches, and then this narrow place is 2 inches. So once you're able to get those measurements, you can just use your pencil to, draft it, and you're good to go. So this one is going to be for the front cover, and what I have here is 3.5. From this point to this point is 3.5, and then from this point to this point is 4.1 inches. So to get this one, you're going to have a complete circle, and then half of the circle is going to have this shape you can see. I don't know if you get me. Maybe I'll just do a separate video on how to get this pattern. If you'd like me to make a video on how to draw this pattern from start to finish, let me know in the comment section below. Okay, all right, this particular one is 6.2 inches. The height is 3.5 inches. So if you look at it, you're going to see that this part is curved and then this other part. So I'm going to go ahead to cut out these patterns before we start placing it on the fabric proper. So I'm going to place this pattern on the fabric. I'm going to fold this fabric into two. Of course, you guys know it's going to have the right leg and the left leg. So I'm folding it into two to cut it out. I'm going to do the same thing to the front cover as well. And then for the base of the shoe, I'm going to use a white fabric. I'm going to fold it into two and then cut it out. So to the fabric, I'm going to add a soft interfacing to it. This is a warden. The essence of adding this to this shoe is to give this fabric some weight and also leave the inside feeling so soft and comfortable on the leg. Of course, you guys know this is for a baby, so you need to give them all the comfort they can get. So I'm going to place this on the interfacing, and I'll use a very hot iron to stick it to the fabric. All right guys, so that has been done and I've cut them out, and this is what we have. So we're going to be using a bias to cover the rough edges. For the bias tape, I'm going to be using this soft fabric. I'm going to cut it into two diagonally. So I'm going to be using the bias maker in the number size 12. And for this size 12, I'm going to be cutting out 1 inch for it. I'll put this in the bias maker and of course drag it out with something, with a pointer or whatever you have. And I'll start using a hot iron to press. So that's basically all you need to do in order to make a bias. You just keep pressing and keep shifting the bias maker until you get the length that you want. I'm going to fold it again into two with my hot iron. So I'm going to use this bias to trim the edges. I'm just going to fix it like this. I'll take it over to the machine and I'll stitch. So for this one, I'm going to fix the bias here and an end right here. So we're going to be leaving this place open. All right, for this other one, I'm going to fix from this point and I'll stop here. So as you can see, I've lined those parts this parts and round this one, the base, and then this is for 1 foot. Okay, all right, going further, I'm going to measure 3/4 of an inch, and then I'll fold it this way. I'll go over to my machine and I'll stitch it down. I'm going to sew a straight stitch. I'll start from here and end here. I'm going to leave just a little space for this side and this side so that the rope can pass through. All right guys, so this has been folded. As you can see, this is how it looks. So what we're trying to do is to get it to look like this. All right, to join this the front cover to the back cover, I'm going to place it this way. Like, I'm going to place the back over the front cover just like this. I'll take this over to my machine and I'll sew from this point and I'll stop somewhere here. I'm going to sew from this point to this point and I'll leave out this 1/2 inch where the rope can pass through. So guys, I've sewn this. I'm going to turn it over to the other side and sew it as well. I'll go over to my machine and stitch, leaving out a little space where the rope can pass through. Alright guys, so this is what we have. Our shoe is almost ready. Now before we join this to the base, I'm going to use the bias tape to cover the remaining part of the shoe. I'm going to use it to cover this round. So I'm going to take this to the machine and stitch. So to end this, once you get to this point we started from, let me use my chalk to mark it so you guys will see what I'm doing. So once you get to this point, you're going to cross it a little over from where we started from, and then you sew it to nothing. So it's going to be like this. So when you tuck it in, this side will go in and you won't see it. Just like what we did to the base, when we started sewing, we got to this point and then we sewed it to nothing. So if I want to fix this to the main shoe, like the base of the main shoe, I'm going to tuck this place in and it won't show. So guys, I've gone ahead to fix the bias tape to the shoe. I'm going to now fix the main shoe to the base of the shoe. So before I start stitching, I'm going to place the shoe on the base to be sure it is the same size. All right, so I'm going to use my needle and thread and I'll start stitching like this. I'll pick from the main shoe and go over to the base of the shoe. So guys, this is what we have. Once you get to the point where you started from, you're going to tie it off and cut out your thread. Shoe. Now to fix the rope to the shoe, you can use a safety pin to to fix it through the hole, or you can just use the rope and pass, depending on how you want to do it. So I'm quickly going to fix this rope to the shoe, and then voila, the shoe is ready. Guys, I hope this video was helpful to you. I hope you enjoyed it. This is our baby shoe and it is ready. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below. Feel free to leave your video suggestions in the comment section below, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful to you, and also feel free to share this with your family and friends. Until I come your way again, my name is Shubi, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.